Hello and welcome to the English News Binh Phuoc radio, television station and newspaper. Now take a look at our top story as usual. Binh Phuoc fruit grower adapting the climate change. Bình Long moving toward online public service. Vietnam join UN activity with new profile. Cooperative product and service introduced at Hanoi exhibition. More efforts introduced to conserve pangolin. Ladies and gentlemen, Binh Phuoc has more than 13,200 hectares of orchards, and local people have exerted various efforts to adapt to climate change and boost economic efficiency on farming areas.
Binh Phuoc province now grows some 20 types of fruit with high economic value, such as mangosteen, mangoes, green pea pomelos, tangerines, oranges, and durian, to name just a few. However, climate factors make cultivations more arduous, with irregular sunshine and rain spells dealing a blow to productivity. Good agricultural practices are being carried out at many durian cooperatives and farms in Binh Phuoc to cope with climate change and improve productivity and efficiency. Local farmers face great pressures from fighting droughts, floods, and irregular weather, which are all on the rise. They are therefore moving towards agricultural production that applies modern farming methods, initiatives, and technologies as part of climate change adaptation efforts.
Bình Long Town in Binh Phuoc province recently launched a 92-day program to improve the efficiency of online public service and boost digital transformation for the development of digital government.
The 92-day campaign is being rolled out from June 1st to August 31st, with a target of 80% of online public services generating records by September 2 and have our own administrative procedures to be handed out online. The digitalization of records and results of online administrative procedures at levels 3 and 4 are expected to hit 100% at each single windows in the town and its communes and wards. Bình Long will also work to raise the rate of state administrative agencies producing online reports to 50% in the period, and to have own documents and administrative procedures resolved on time.
The 15th National Assembly continued its first session on June the 9th with many issues. Let's take a look.
Minister of Transport Nguyen Phu Trong told the 15th National Assembly what caused the traffic projects not to be completed on schedule in recent years during its third sitting's last Q&A session in Hanoi on June the 9th. Putting a question on the matter, he attributed the slow process of the projects to inadequate capital allocated. Other causes include land clearance work, topographical and geological difficulties in remote areas, and weaknesses of project managers and contractors. A deputy from Ho Chi Minh City grilled the minister on a lack of connectivity between transport routes. He said, when implementing traffic projects, if the locality has yet to plan their roads or has no roads in principle, intersections cannot be arranged. He informed the National Assembly that his ministry has requested localities urgently adjust their traffic planning with connections to highways and national key routes. Thereby, the transport body will coordinate with competent agencies to supplement intersections.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Nguyen Phu Trong attended a ceremony in Hanoi on June the 9th to mark the 40th anniversary of Army Corps 11 under the Ministry of National Defense, during which he presented the third-class Fatherland Protection Order to the Engineering Corps.
President Phuoc highlighted the strong performance of Army Corps 11 in completing its military and defense duties, as well as business and production tasks, becoming a major force in military capital construction and establishing a prestigious trademark in the construction sector. Officers and soldiers of the Corps have worked in the most remote and difficult areas, as well as strategic locations, to design and construct thousands of important economic and defense works, while performing international missions, including the construction of the National Assembly building in Laos, contributing to enhancing the special solidarity and friendship between the two countries, the state leader noted. He also lauded efforts by Army Corps 11 in combat readiness, party building, social welfare activities, and business efficiency. In order to grow into a stronger engineering corps of the Vietnam People's Army, the President advised the Army Corps 11 to reform its business governance and financial management, while strengthening the party leadership and paying more attention to human resources development.
Becoming a vice president of the 77th UN General Assembly is a great event significant for Vietnam's multilateral diplomacy. It's more meaningful given to the country is celebrating the 45 years of UN membership.
Vietnam has taken on many responsibilities and made substantial and effective contributions to the largest multilateral organizations in the world over the past 45 years. Most recently, it successfully took on the positions of non-permanent member of the UN Security Council for the 2020 to 2021 term.
Through Vietnam's participation in the UN Security Council and other multilateral mechanisms, UN member states can recognize a responsible and proactive Vietnam, enjoy the activities of the UN and the international community.
Thanks to the South's implementations of international commitments and the expression of its role and responsibility in regard to common global issues, Vietnam has an increasingly clear profile in the international community in general and in the work of the UN in particular.
Our goal is to continue to participate in all areas of the UN General Assembly in an active, responsible, constructive and comprehensive manner. Vietnam will make every effort to contribute to creating consensus in all activities.
This is also a fundamental factor for other countries to believe in Vietnam's contributions and voice in its new positions. This time, however, it has a new profile, as that will likely have it contribute more to the UN activities.
The CoOp Exports 2022 opened at Binh Phuoc Royal City in Thanh Xuân district of Hanoi, capital city of Vietnam, on June the 8th, introducing typical products and services of cooperatives across the country.
The expo offers a chance for cooperatives to seek partnerships with businesses to bring their products to large supermarket chains. The event, which will run until June the 13th, aims to create a playground for cooperatives to assess business opportunities with exporters as well as domestic and foreign distributors. It also targets the development of resources for the collective economic sector, contributing to speeding up the socio-economic recovery and development program in the 2022-2023 period, he said. The event draws more than 200 cooperatives from 50 Vietnam Cooperative Alliance chapters in provinces and cities, along with more than 100 businesses who showcase their products at more than 250 booths.
In order to preserve endangered wildlife in Vietnam, especially pangolin, Save Wildlife Vietnam has collaborated with Cúc Phương National Park over the year to rescue and release pangolin back to their nature.
These pangolins were all rescued from illegal trafficking and hunting, but the rate of release back into the wild is quite low. Most pangolins at the Save Vietnam's Wildlife are in poor condition. After 30 days of quarantine, they were released back into the wild after 2 or 3 months of treatment on average.
Our work comes from a love of animals. Usually, those that are rescued and kept at the center suffer from a lot of health problems. We provide treatment for these animals until they are in better health.
Founded in 2014, the Save Vietnam's Wildlife in Vietnam has conducted a host of activities to rescue, breed, and conserve two types of pangolins in Vietnam, the yellow pangolin and the Java pangolin, and advocated for additional policies and research. Many newborn pangolins are also raised at the center.
We will continue to rescue and care for animals and work with other rescue centers to develop pangolins and civet breeding programs, among other measures.
Save Vietnam's Wildlife has cooperated with Nguyen Phu Trong National Park to rescue nearly 1,600 pangolins to date, the largest number in the world, of which 60% are safely released back into the wild.
That's all for today. Thank you for being there with us and see you next time.